Hey beautiful people, welcome to my vlog titled Tiff, Trends, Insight, Fashion, and Facts. And today I will be sharing with you some random facts about me. Number 1, I am from the historic city of Selma, Alabama. Yes, Selma is kind of a big deal when it comes to history. If you don't know anything about Selma, please Google us. We're known for civil rights and the Civil War. Number 2, my middle name is Louise. Growing up, I hated my middle name. I thought that it was so old-fashioned, but I later came to embrace the name Louise, being that I am named after my grandmother, who died long before I was ever born. I also found out that in French, Louise means renowned warrior, and it's also a royal name. And to make things even better, in high school and college, I met quite a few other girls. Shout outs to Danita Louise, Kimberly Louise, Hillary Louise, and Candy Louise. What up, Lou? Number 3, I love sitcoms. I don't know if it's my self-proclaimed ADHD, but 30 minutes of television back in the day is about all you would ever get from me. My favorite sitcoms include Always and Forever, The Cosby Show, A Different World, Family Matters, Everybody Loves Raymond, Will and Grace. What would be another one? The King of Queens. You name it. If it was a sitcom, I probably watched it. Number 4, I am a true 80s baby. I grew up with the Sears holiday catalog and the JCPenney catalog, where my circle game was crazy. I can remember always highlighting about 100 items and giving them to my parents, only for them to send me back with my top 3. Saturday morning cartoons. I also remember waking up at like 6:30 a.m. on a Saturday to get up and watch cartoons at least until noon. Cereal and more cereal. I lived for cereal commercials, and we also ate all of the cereal that people say aren't good for you today. High fructose corn syrup, sugar, and more sugar. We lived off of those things. Oh, and let us not forget Kung Fu movies. Having a brother, I always had to watch Kung Fu movies, even if I didn't want them, so I kind of picked up a few skills with Bruce Lee. Number 5, my brother is my best friend. We're born 3 days apart. We're born also in the same month. I pretty much followed this guy and shadowed him my whole life. Anything he did in high school and middle school, I did it. I followed him to college. Heck, when he moved to Atlanta, I even followed him here. So we kind of joined at the hip. Shout out to my big bro. Number 6, my mom and grandmothers are my role models. I was so blessed to have some stellar women in my life, classy, educated. Yeah, I grew up in a household around those type of women. Number 7, if I had to describe my personality type, I would definitely say that my personality is a hybrid between Erykah Badu and Whitley Gilbert. Yeah, I know those are two extremes, but me being an Aquarius, I definitely fit the bill. My socially conscious, artsy, and cool side is definitely your Erykah Badu. My over-the-top Southern belle, wanting things in a certain order, definitely Whitley Gilbert. Number 8, I come from a family of educators. My mom, my dad, my grandparents, aunts, uncles, everybody in my family worked in the field of education in some capacity. So naturally, I ran from the field. However, now that I'm older, I still catch myself coming back to teach and educate in some capacity, although I work in the field of media and communications. I was that child. I had school in the summer, school in the winter, school in the fall. Shouts out to all the educators. Number 10, if I could time hop, I would definitely visit the 1920s and go to the Harlem, New York. The Harlem Renaissance was an era that was everything to me. From literature, music, and fashion, and Black excellence. The Harlem Renaissance is definitely a period that I would love to go back to. Oh, and I can't forget the 1970s. Afros and disco. I'm sure I would have made my way to Studio 54. Number 10, if Soul Train had never gone off the air, I would have been a Soul Train dancer. I can remember mastering the Rosie Perez at an early age. I also remember tuning in and just liking the Asian girl with the really long hair who had the mean snake. I can honestly say that snake, or shall I say my baby snake, won me a lot of cash at birthday parties growing up. I always won the dance contest. But simply put, again, if Soul Train had never gone off the air, I probably would have left college a little early to go be a Soul Train dancer. Thank God that it went off. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Dad. I had to make that confession. Number 11. I've tried to be a vegetarian quite a few times. Yes, I know the health benefits of being a vegetarian, but whenever I smell chicken wings, barbecue, and I occasionally like red meat, my vegetarian lifestyle goes out the door. Sooner or later, I'll have some willpower and I'll go back to it. But right now, vegetarian lifestyle, it isn't for me. Number 12. I would like to have 3 kids one day. 2 biologically and 1 from adoption. Yes, I did say adoption. Adoption is something that is near and dear to my heart, and hopefully one day when I have the time, I definitely would like to be a blessing to a kid, and I look forward to experiencing the joys of motherhood. Number 13, I am a history buff. Yes, boring, I know. Yes, I'm that girl. I often watch the History Channel, PBS, any kind of documentary, or I often read books related to the past. But I love history and I also like keeping up with contemporary events. Number 14, I love to travel and experience new cultures. Yes, I've been quite a few places, but not nearly as many places as I would have liked. And I look forward to traveling and going just at least to 6 out of the 7 continents in the world. Travel is pretty therapeutic. Number 15, I am an extremely loyal person. Yes, loyalty is everything to me. If you've ever had the chance for me to be your friend or if you're a family member, I'm definitely that person that'll always have your back. I often say if I'm down for you, I'm always down for you. And I just firmly believe that in life, you need to know that someone or somebody has your back. So being loyal and being a great friend is something that's near and dear to me. Number 16. Sad but true. I ate my first hamburger in middle school. I think it was about like 7th or 8th grade, but I ate my first hamburger. Before then, I was definitely a fish and chicken type girl. I wish I could go back to only wanting fish and chicken, but again, I ate my first hamburger in middle school. Number 17. My biggest pet peeve would have to be people that hold phone conversations in public places. Yeah, I'm that person. Please get some manners, find some etiquette somewhere. I hate to be like in a doctor's office or a waiting room and I actually have to sit here and listen to somebody else's full-fledged, meaningless phone conversation. Step out. Like, spare us all. That would definitely be my pet peeve. People that hold phone conversations in public areas. Take that elsewhere, please. Number 18. My favorite food definitely has to be cheese. Yes, I'm a cheese lover. I put it on just about any and everything. If something doesn't taste good, throw some cheese on it. It'll definitely bring it back to life. Oh, and also, I'll probably die eating queso dip. Yes, I'm the girl at the restaurant that I will scoop and scoop until there's no more queso left, but cheese has my heart. Number 19. I like to say that I'm a person that is fearless and I try to face all of my fears, but I have a fear of snakes and worms. Anything that slithers has no place with me. Take it out of here, get it away from me. I'm definitely afraid of snakes and worms. Number 20. I strive to live a life that is pleasing to God. I'm far from perfect and I'm working on being a better Christian, but at the end of the day, I definitely want to live a life that is pleasing to the Lord above, and hopefully people will be able to see that in me and all that I do. Peace.